DMA as well. But let's hop across to Nimesh. Nimesh, it's that sort of a day. What's the flow picture looking like? Big selling is what we're seeing at the low point of the day and really nowhere to hide.
Absolutely, Nigel, nowhere to hide, and especially the pain is in the broader market stocks. Look at the small cap index, that's down 3.5%. And now I'm seeing clearly there is capitulation signs in the broader markets. A lot of stocks are hit 10% down circuits, and a lot of small and mid caps are under pressure today. From a flow perspective, again, I've been saying this for a while now that the DFIs continue to be net sellers. Even today, the feedback is that the buy-sell ratio is close to 1:2 on the sell side. But I spoke to a lot of large HNI investors, some mutual fund managers as well. A couple of reasons why we are seeing such a sharp fall. And if you look at it, India is actually underperforming the global markets as well. And this is specifically India reason. One, there is lack of buying interest now. There is a bit of momentum which is broken in the broader markets. Two, and the bigger reason is the earnings. I had flagged off the Q2 preview, and it was expected to be the worst in the last 3 years in terms of top line growth of just 2% or 3%. Now you are seeing actual numbers, and that's why you're seeing sharp reactions. Look at, we are just flashing SRF numbers, a big margin miss, a big top line miss as well, and that's been the trend across a lot of companies and sectors. So I think earnings, disappointment has been the biggest reason for such a sharp fall in the broader markets and in the large cap names as well. From a flow perspective, as I said, there is selling pressure, but financials and healthcare stands out in terms of sell flows from larger institutions today. And again, the feedback seems to be very clear that even from a domestic flow perspective, the flow is now clearly shifting from value to quality. When I mean value to quality, I guess all the value stocks, which is the PSU basket, all the momentum names, which is the broader market stocks, money is clearly shifting from there to quality where there is to hide in terms of earnings. Look at what happened to HDFC Bank, strong earnings, and that's not fallen much. Today, City Union is a classic example, a small hit, and you've seen a big reaction to that as well. So clearly, Nigel, the feedback seems to be market is panicking more to earnings, which has been a disappointment, and of course the flows are not supporting as well in the broader markets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is looking quite dire at this point in time. Nimesh, what about individual stocks? I mean, the whole market is a talking point today, but any individual names, any chatter?
Well, I've struggled to find out few names, but nevertheless, a couple of names to talk about. The first name is Green Panel Industries. We had flagged off an initiating report a couple of days from a domestic brokerage firm. The stock has been in that range for a while now, but now understand there could be a large block deal in Green Panel very soon. So that's the first name. The second name is BHEL. Within the PSU basket, this is one stock which has been underperforming for the last couple of days. Even today, after a 8% fall, you're seeing selling pressure from larger FIs. So it looks like some larger institutions are aggressive sellers in BHEL even at this price. And the last is ITD Cementation. Again, the stock from the top, it has corrected almost 10%. But the stock also had rallied in anticipation of a deal which looks like is round the corner now. So been under pressure of late, but the street is anticipating the corporate development very soon in ITD Cementation.
Okay, all right. ITD, the deal perhaps round the corner, as Nimesh points out, imminent. Nimesh, thank you very much for that.